Well, hello everyone. Okay, short and sweet, like we do. Can you hold your intention of what you want, what you're wanting to create in your heart, right? You have it, you know what you want. And while you think of it, can you feel good? In every nook and cranny in your body, to the tips of your fingertips, to the tips of your toes, your ears, the top of your head, your eyelashes, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. Does it feel good everywhere? Is there, and this is a question that can go in many directions. When you feel that energy in your heart of what you want, how does that feel? Is there enough room in your heart to allow and receive what you want right now, in this very moment? A lot of the times, if not every time, I've learned that I have to. That's why purging is so important. Like, look at this room right now. My daughter brings me all her stuffed animals. I'm moving. I'm actually getting rid of a bunch of stuff, so it's everywhere. I'm going through paperwork, so I'm purging a lot. But, anyways, my point being is you get to that point, and this is why it's coming up for me too. You give away your things, actual physical things, not just energy. Like, we give away our energy to what we want, so we pay attention to what we want. We intend on having that, so we're looking at that. It's like you want a new car, you pay attention to only the car that you want. And or the kind of car that you want. You know, it helps a lot of the times if you're just very general. Like, I want a luxury car. I want a car that is reliable. I feel great in, is beautiful to me, and lasts a really long time, and is of great value. And just state, what do you intend? How do you intend to feel? Do you want it safe? List all of the things. Be very specific and intend and pay attention to those things, because where you place your energy, right, which is your attention, that is where your energy goes, and it brings it back to you. And a lot of times you'll see and hear people say, I manifest instantly. It's true. We all do it. I've done it. I don't know how many, countless times. I'm sure you could count them, but I've lost count. So you place your energy on something, and there's no resistance between you and that thing that you're thinking of, that you love, or that you want, and it's instantly there. There's instantly a sign, or someone instantly calls you, or it happens overnight. Okay, so where was I? So you have to make space in your energetic body. Expansiveness talks about this. You're expanding your heart. You're opening the heart chakra, the energy center in your chest. And your whole body, really. It's because you're an energetic, everything is energetic. Everything's moving on a quantum level. So you're calling, when you're in frequency with what you want, which is, I feel it. Do you understand? You are the guitar plucking the G string. And you're attracting more G strings. We're just going to go with it. So, but do you understand what I'm saying? You are the musical instrument. You are the one singing your own song and attracting everything that is in alignment with that song. So if you're singing Glamorous by Fergie, I bet you've got a pretty glamorous life. You like really fun stuff. You probably shop at Ulta and buy all the best makeup, and You feel good and glamorous, right? You love it. You've got your lashes on, and it's fantastic. If you're singing more depressive songs, you might wear a lot of black and kind of be introverted. You align with certain things, and I can only say this because I know. So you get what you're paying attention to, what you're aligning with. So money, we all use it, we all have it. It's a tool, it's an energy, and you have to make space for it. Love, you have to make space in your closet for a loved one, right? They say clean out half of your closet if you want, like, to have someone, like, say you want to move in with someone, you want a serious commitment, right? Which usually means marriage in most people's lives. So you make room in your closet, because that means usually you're going to move, usually, always, you're going to move in together. So make space in your closet. Or they're going to be spending the night at your house a lot, so make space somewhere for their clothes, for their toothbrush, And how do you want your house to look? Obviously, I'm very single. To have someone live with you, right? Is it, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at myself now. Money. Let's talk about money, okay? Let's just go there. So you're making space, right? So there's old witch tales to clean your kitchen, because the kitchen is the heart of the home. You clean your front door with peppermint to welcome in good energy, because peppermint repels like rodents and insects and things like that, right? Which just automatically makes you feel bad vibes, or like ew. So you wipe it down with peppermint, or bayberry, which is to attract money because it smells lovely, right? It's got a spray it with some Chanel, whatever makes you feel good. Paint it pink for unconditional love. Paint it purple for the higher mind, royalty. Paint it red. There is the old wives' tale that when your front door is painted red, your house is going to be paid off soon, or is paid off. Red is about passion, and it's a life force energy, right? The base chakra is red. It's about safety, home, protection. When your house is paid off, you're safe, right? You see how everything is kind of tied in. The front door is green, brings in more prosperity and growth and love. But be careful, because you could have a whole bunch of stuff in your house. Maybe my front door is green. So this is make fun of Christian Day. So I do it to myself. It's like my last, not quote. I was quoting my last short, and of course I hardly ever wear makeup anymore. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm feeling it. I'm here to share and teach because it's what I know, and here I am. So, like, my hair is like right here. It looks like I'm about to eat it. But I felt it, like the energy was there, and I'm like, F it. I'm just going to put it out. And it is what it is. Is it my highest and best moment? No. But does it get the point across? What I'm trying to say is hold the intention for what you want, which is love, money, blessings, and feel that. Hold the intention, and then feel good. Feel them at the same time. So an example of this is I held the intention. So when I was pregnant, I wanted a beautiful, happy, healthy baby, and I wanted to have her I wanted her to be like 7 pounds or less, because I was having her natural. So, and it was my first child. and I wanted it to go easy. I didn't want to have like a 24-hour birth. So I said, please, I would like a short birth. I've heard people say that they've had them in like 3 or 4 hours. Please, may I have that? And so I would meditate every day, or I would daydream, and I would sit on the couch. And Richard Simmons talks about this in his books, but you meditate, or you just close your eyes, because some people say I can't meditate or quiet my mind. But so just keep your attention on what you want. And your mind will say, well, I got to think about this. Just always bring it back to what you want. So I would always bring it back. Healthy, happy, beautiful, gorgeous baby. 7 pounds or less. And a short, I'd give birth easily, happily, and with gratitude, in a safe environment, right? Like all of the things that I wanted. And I would focus on this 10 to 15 minutes a day, as long as I could, with a smile on my face. And I would think about it, and oftentimes I would lift up my head and just kind of smile and really feel into it. And it's like daydreaming with your eyes closed. Sometimes you can open your eyes. It's whatever feels good to you. The whole thing is feel good. And I would hold the intention while feeling good. And let me tell you, and for all us ladies out there that have heard about your first baby, you're going to be in labor forever. It's going to, blah, 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 blah. You never have them early. And I said, I'm going to have my baby early, or right on time. I had my baby on Labor Day. Let's just start there. I think I was in labor for about somewhere between 3 to 5 hours. I don't know, but I guess it was about 5-6 hours. But I wasn't in pain until the shoulders came. It was easy, and there was no epidural or anything like that. It was 12 o'clock at night, and I started to get the Braxton Hicks stuff in the middle of the day, because we were at my brother's country club, and we're all laughing, and the other kids are having a big party for Labor Day, and I'm having these Braxton Hicks contractions, and all the moms are oh, no. And I remember I'd eaten pasta, and I was I guess I don't eat a lot of pasta, so maybe it's just that. Or I haven't eaten pasta in a while, because I really focused on lots of salads. So I'm really being kind of extra right now. Well, that's just who I am. So anyways, I'd never had them like that, where they were palpitating in my belly. And I knew deep down, I'm probably about to have her, but I'm it's so early. It was 3 weeks early. But at 12 o'clock that night, I passed my plug. And before that, I had been, do I talk about that? I had gone some really troubling times where my partner had left me for another woman while I was still pregnant, but just left in the middle, just without telling me, and took everything with him. So as I'm doing this meditation in the house where I'm going to be evicted from, because I didn't have a job at that time, because I'm 8 months pregnant, I'm doing my best to stay happy, because I know when we're joyful, it goes to the baby, right? The baby is within me. So I know that I have to stay in a joyful state. I have to stay strong. I have to be resilient. And a lot of times people say, well, I can't focus. Well, it was really hard for me to focus, but I did, because it was for my greater good, but most importantly, it was for our greater good, her greater good. And there's all these studies that say babies have they can have remembrance of being in the womb. And I want her to remember the joy. So I completely focused on joy, feeling joy. I would connect to the energy of light. I called on angels, God, the divine. I surrounded myself in a bubble of white light that was pure joy. because in joy, there is peace, happiness, safety, good health, everything, right? It's one of the highest energies of all. So in joy, I was surrounded to the tips of my toes, to the tips of my ears and fingertips and eyelashes. I would see myself engulfed in this gorgeous white light. And I did this every day. And I know at the time I said I need to make $650 a month. This is exactly what I need, and I can get by. And I had no idea how that was going to come. None. All of a sudden, my brother called and he's like, hey, are you okay? Because I was in this like embarrassment, shame mode. And then I told him what had happened. He's like, please come live with me and my husband, who just happens to be a pediatrician, and we will help you. So fast forward to the birth, and I give birth in no time. She's early, she's healthy, she's happy. It was perfect. My brother was there with me the entire time. I spent the most of my time telling my midwives, thank you. It's just all I could repeat was gratitude. Because, well, for so many reasons. And if you have children, you understand. And sometimes your children are your animals, but you're grateful for your children. And when they're born and they're healthy and happy, you are just so grateful. So I knew she was healthy and happy. I was in that vibe. And she was. Everything was perfect about her and continues to be. And even when, that's for another one. No, I'm going to tell you really quick. She had to get glasses, I guess, when she was 5. Like, she had a stigmatism. I can't even remember now. But I practiced sending her love and joy and seeing her eyes healed. And within the next year, the next time that she went to the eye doctor, she didn't need glasses anymore. And it's a miracle. But I just focused my energy on her health and well-being. And with that, I knew things inside of me had to change, which means I have to become happier. I have to become healthier in my own way. I have to focus my intention on being the best that I can be, because that is my state of joy. So the world is going to say, well, who are you in joy? What decisions do you make in joy? And they usually come pretty easily. And who are you as this rich person? Who are you as a millionaire? What decisions do you make, right? I'm investing in this. What are you doing? What do you invest your time in? And it starts with the simple things of how you take care of yourself. Does your skin routine get better? How do you file your nails? I mean, it's just little bitty things that add up. And all the while holding your intention on what you want to create. Mine was $650 and a safe, happy home and a beautiful birth. And so to the $650, almost, I guess she was a month old, and her dad's sister came along, who I'd never met. Had I met her? Maybe I'd met her once. But she came up, and out of nowhere, and I held these things that I wanted close to my heart, and I didn't say anything. I just kept them in my meditations and my intention on it. I held them in my heart, and I feel like, and I know that this is very important to say it that way. You feel the energy of these things in your heart, because it helps everyone and you, right? It's for the greatest good if I had this. So it feels good in all directions, and it beams out in your heart energy. It sits well in your heart, I guess is a better way to say it. And she just offered and started to give me child support because she knew her brother would never come back, right? And because apparently he had done this before to other ladies. And so she gave me $650 a month. I'd never, it just came. And that just happened to be how much our rent was when we moved, right? So, and then everything just fell into line. So feel good. You don't have to focus on the feeling of joy. I just looked at the David Hawkins scale of emotions, and joy is right up there with enlightenment. Now I'm working on enlightenment, holding enlightenment, but I still hold joy. I still surround myself in beautiful, joyful energy, and it brings out the joy in me. And it's oftentimes people will say, "You're such a joy, you're such a delight." You'll hear those things. It's like if someone says, "You're so beautiful," it's because you feel beautiful within. There are beautiful things that you do, that you believe about yourself, that you hold true to yourself, that are your intentions, and people mirror that back to you. So hold those good intentions. I started to think about my hair and my face and my short. Sometimes you're an 80s show. Sometimes you're just in the vibe of whatever it was. Kenny Loggins, 1985, probably. I don't know. But it's a thing. Sometimes I just go with the flow, and it's funny to me, and it's not funny to everybody else, but to each their own. I'm doing the best I can in the best way I know how. I'm the best version of me I can be, and I hope and pray you feel you're the best version of you, and that brings all of your goodness towards you. It connects you to all of the best things for you, because your path is different from others. You're unique. You're your own individual, beautiful self, and what you love matters in all ways. So when you really focus on what you love and create more of that in your life, and your individuality sticks out and shines out into the world, it makes a difference. And people might make fun of me, but whatever, dude, whatever. I know me, and I know my life, and so what? I got a big bunny rabbit, okay? So what? So what? That I get on here and I start talking, and so what, man? I want to spread goodness and love in this world because I love people, and it makes the world a better place. It helps. I feel better. I feel good when I do it. And if I got a big bunny on my shoulder, that might make me feel good too. It doesn't matter. Be you. Share your light. All people are different. And that is the beauty in this world. And I love you all, and I hope this helps. Hold your intention in your heart and just walk towards it. Move towards it. Hold it. It wants you to. It wants you to. It's coming. It is. I want to keep talking to y'all because I like it. But I gotta go. So I love you. Blessings to you. It always gets better.